Hey, y'all, picture this. A chilly morning up on Willow Creek Bluff. The kind of place where the wind whispers secrets and the sunrise feels like it's just for you. I'm Ellie, and I'm 12, sneaking out to sketch the colors bleeding across the sky, my pencils rattling in my backpack, totally unaware I'm about to see something that'll haunt me forever. There's this girl, Lila, 9 years old, her wheelchair crunching gravel, pushed by a man everybody in Pine Hollow trusts, Daniel Vance, the guy who funds our library, hands out scholarships like candy, always smiling for the cameras. But that morning, something's off, way off, and it's about to crack our little town wide open. I'm tucked behind a pine, sketching the horizon, when I see them. Lila, her braids tied with a bright yellow ribbon, her hands gripping the armrests like she's holding on to more than just that chair. Daniel's got this look, not his usual polished grin, but something cold, sharp, like he's already somewhere else. Lila, honey, he says, smooth as butter. You trust me, right? Close your eyes, feel the breeze one last time. One last time. Those words hit me like a punch. Before I can process it, he steps back. Let's go. And the wheelchair lurches forward, over the edge, gone. No scream, no sound, just the scrape of wheels on rock, and then nothing. My heart's pounding so loud I think he'll hear it. But Daniel just brushes off his coat, calm as you please, and strolls back to his shiny SUV like he's leaving a Sunday picnic. I'm frozen, my sketchpad digging into my chest, tears blurring everything. Lila didn't even scream. She trusted him, even as he betrayed her. I stumble to the edge, terrified of what I'll see. And there, halfway down the cliff, caught in a mess of roots and thorns, is Lila's chair, tilted, her yellow ribbon fluttering like a distress signal. She moves, just a little, her head turning, alive. My legs finally work, and I'm running to the only person I know who'll believe me, Grandpa, Henry Walsh, a retired mechanic who's seen enough of Pine Hollow's underbelly to know truth doesn't always come easy. Grandpa, I gasp, bursting onto his porch. Daniel pushed Lila off the cliffs alive, but he did it. Henry's newspaper hits the deck, his coffee mug trembling in his hand. Say that again, Ellie, he says, voice low, like he's afraid to believe it. I tell him everything: the chair, the ribbon, Daniel's cold walk away. He doesn't hesitate long, just grabs his coat, his old flashlight, and says, we're going back now. We trek up the bluff, Henry's bad knee slowing him down, but his eyes are sharp, scanning the drop. There she is, Lila, barely conscious, her small body wedged against the rocks. She's a fighter, Henry mutters, and I swear I see his eyes glisten. But we've got no signal, no way to call for help without tipping off Daniel, who's got half the town cops, mayor, you name it, in his pocket. Henry knows a guy, Marcus Reed, a lawyer who's been a thorn in Pine Hollow's side since he called out the town council for shady land deals. Marcus's office smells like stale coffee and justice, and when I spill the story, he leans back, chili spoon forgotten, and says, God help us. Kid, you're shaking the whole damn tree. That night, they go back: Henry, Marcus, and a paramedic named Jake, who owes Marcus a favor from way back. I'm stuck at home, my mom fussing about my choir practice excuse, but I can't sleep, not with Lila out there, not with Daniel's lie about her running away, already spreading like wildfire. They pull it off. Jake rappels down, secures Lila, her pulse faint but stubborn. But just as they're hauling her up, a flashlight blinds them, and there's Daniel, cool as ever, voice dripping venom. You just couldn't leave it alone, could you, Henry? He sneers. That girl was a mistake, a charity case my wife dragged home. Marcus steps up, cane in hand, and snaps, she's alive, Vance, and your house of cards is falling. Daniel reaches for something in his coat, maybe a weapon, but Marcus is faster, knocking his arm away, sending him stumbling toward the edge he meant for Lila. Walk away, Marcus growls, or I call the feds right now. Daniel vanishes into the dark, but we all know this isn't over. By dawn, Lila's in a Salem hospital, oxygen tube in, yellow ribbon still clutched in her hand. I sit with her, her small fingers curling around mine. He smiled when he let go, she whispers, and my stomach twists. Daniel's on the news, playing the grieving father, claiming Lila's missing. No mention of the cliff, no mention of her survival. He's fast, too fast, turning us into the bad guys: Henry, Marcus, Jake even mess-lapped with headlines about an illegal rescue. But we fight back. Marcus digs up forged papers, Lila's adoption records, school files, all scrubbed to erase her. My mom, who cleans houses, finds a shredded document in Daniel's trash, piecing together his plan to wipe Lila from existence, all to protect his pristine image. We crash his press conference, me clutching my sketch pad, heart hammering. She was there. I shout, voice cracking but loud. I saw him push her, and we saved her. The room gasps, cameras swivel. Mrs. Clara Tate, the town busybody, steps up, her cane tapping. I saw him too, that morning, alone after, in fresh clothes like nothing happened. Jake chimes in. I pulled her out alive, and she's fighting. Daniel's smile falters, just for a second, and I know we've got him. The story breaks nationally. Daniel Vance, Pine Hollow's golden boy, accused of trying to kill his adopted daughter. Lila's moved to Boston, safe, her name restored. At the trial, she speaks, soft but unshakable. I thought I was hard to love, but I was just easy to ignore. The courtroom goes dead quiet. Daniel gets 35 years, no parole for 20. Lila looks at me after, her eyes bright, and says, "We did it." I shake my head. You survived first. Months later, I'm back at the bluff with Lila, her new cane steady, a plaque honoring her survival gleaming in the sun. The wind's quieter now, like it's listening. You ever think how silent it was that day? She asks. I nod. Grandpa says silence is just waiting for someone brave to speak. She smiles. You spoke, Ellie. I blink back tears. You lived, Lila. So, what do you think? When does silence become too loud to ignore? When does one voice tip the scales? Drop a comment. Share your take. Have you ever seen someone try to bury the truth in your town? Let's talk about it.